I'm here for almost a part two, if you will. So I decided to make this video not just about Bobby, but about all the kids of Eternia, and also fixing Hank's joints too while we're at it. So let me go ahead and get my app started so I can see your guys' comments. And it is not showing up. Your channel. There we go. The new kids on the block. All right, so just before in the last video, for those that were here, we opened up Hank, talked about Hank, and he was a pretty cool figure, but I couldn't get, oh, now he's trying to choke Diana. Oh, just get out of the way, Diana. And oh, he's going to fall over too. Oh, well. Anyway, so there you have it. He was a pretty cool figure. There you have it. So let's go ahead and check out Bobby, and then we'll talk about all the other figures in this new Kids of Eternia. And then you will fix their joints, those that need it. So let's look at the back of the box. The back of the box shows the figure itself, other figures in the line. Hank is really top heavy. Yeah, he seems to be. Hey, Cora, thanks for joining us. Yes, they're perfect for Eternia youngsters. I love the idea. I don't know why I didn't think of it when I first saw them. It's funny, I actually didn't buy them for a long time, but then I've always liked the aesthetic look of Diana. So I ended up buying her first just for the aesthetic look. And then I realized she fits perfect in the She-Ra box next to all the females. It's kind of like a young trainer type figure. And then it's like, you know, she's pretty cool too. She'd look great next to, and then it's like, heck, I might as well get Hank and Bobby as well, because they just look great. Yeah, but could be a young Prince Adam too. I was even thinking kind of funny, if his helmet comes off, you could put He-Man armor on him until like somebody hit him with a youth ray or something. Like how they used to do that Ace video game. I forgot what the whole name was. It was made by the same guys who made Dragon's Lair. And he get hit by the youth ray and turn into a little kid again. So that is something you could pretend in the storyline, or flashback scenes of when Prince Adam was young and put him in a vest. All right, let's go and pull him out of there. Pull him out of there. And just like before, we get a little plastic bag or a little paper. It's not totally paper. It's not totally plastic. I'm not sure what it is. It feels like those things you would get stickers in your Cracker Jacks or something is what it feels like, that kind of paper. Oh, he is pretty cool looking. I gotta say, this is a really fun figure. Let's see if his helmet comes off first. No, it doesn't. No. Oh well. Still cool though. But so he has kind of that snarky little look on his face, which is just perfect. You know, kind of like he's you know, a little bit angry, but still kind of cool. Articulation. He's got ankle articulation. He has, I'm guessing, a boot cut, but I can't turn it. I don't want to break it. And he has double jointed knees. Same problem as the other guy. I don't want to force it because I know he's break. He has articulation up in his upper leg. And then he has shoulder articulation, single double joints. That's just going to snap so easy if I try to put pressure. And then he has a rotating hand. And he also has a rocker on here too, so you can hold his club. But again, that joint's really tight. So I did bring some hot water this time, so I am ready. I am ready to fix some joints. So we will have to do that. All right, let's take a look at his accessories. His accessories include a horse, of course. Doesn't everybody's accessory include a horse? Actually, it is not just any horse. It happens to be a horse with a horn. So we're looking at a unicorn. And I'm guessing it's female because it has purple eyes. I know maybe that's kind of sexist of me, but I don't know. I never watched the cartoon. And it's kind of funny being it's golden and orange hair. It could almost be like a young swift when you put wings on it or something, which could be part of your storyline that she shrinks, which is funny. The barbarian figure comes with a unicorn. And because She-Ra has the unicorn usually with wings, so it's actually a Pegasus unicorn mixture. But all right, and he comes with his mighty club. The mighty club. And you know, you could do a whole different thing on this where he holds up his mighty club and becomes He-Man. Wasn't there like a cartoon where that happened? I forgot the name of the cartoon where the guy would have a club and he'd hold it up and the club would transform into the mighty something. I forgot what it was, but anyway, very cool. And of course he comes with his dice and it looks like it's a 12-sided dice. Yep, 12-sided dice. We rolled a 12. Dun, da, da. Oh, you can't even see it. I don't even have the camera aimed down there. Erp. He's the champion. All right, let's get some joints fixed. Oh, you guys had a lot of comments already. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Mighty Midor. Interesting. The Mighty Midor. Let me get my camera readjusted here. There we go. It's always kind of a balancing act to get the right gear to have your camera almost seem like it's floating. And I've gone through so many different rigs now. All right, let's go ahead and start with Hank first because he costs $1 less. If you guys want, I put the link to Bobby in the description. If you want to get him on Amazon, he's $13, not $12, a little more expensive, but still way cheaper than he was originally. And if you click on that link for Bobby, more than likely Amazon will show you the other figures in the line. So you could probably use that link to get any of them. All right, let's go ahead and do some soaking and see if we can't get these joints loosened up. I'm going to try to first get the boot cut going before I heat them up. Because sometimes, oh, there we go, we got one. Hooray. Sometimes if you heat up the boot cut on twists or anything, sometimes it causes it to snap easier and break in there. I'm going to go and do a wiggle on here, see if it's paint causing our problem. Okay, it is not. So what I have to do is I have to remove this boot completely in order to get that twist to work. You don't want to heat it up and then twist it because you'll snap the piece right off because it'll be soft, plastic, pliable. So looks like this side kind of works for the knee. At least the top one does. Oh, that's tight. I don't want to force it. All right, into the mix, Bobby Brady. Now, what's funny is you take a look at these figures. We have Hank. He's got a blonde hair. He looks like he could be the teenage version of Prince Adam. And then we have Bobby here. He's also sporting the blonde hair. He could be the young, really young version of Prince Adam. So it's kind of funny how. And this is the older version of Prince Adam before he transforms into He-Man with his mighty wrench by the power of the mechanical wrench. So for those that weren't here last time, this is my new figure, Jim. And Jim is based on one of my old friends I used to know from my old job. And I found out he was watching my channel. One of our mutual friends told me. And I guess he was telling one of our mutual friends, you should see what Todd's doing. It's pretty cool. And I was shocked because I didn't think Jim was into this kind of stuff at all, the action figure stuff. So it was, it felt kind of strange a little bit because I respect Jim so much. And it's like, what? You're watching my channel? Okay. Wow. That was a long pin. So now that we got that out, let's put it back on, get that twist down. Now, again, if you would have twisted this without heating it up and pulling it off, you may have ended up just twisting the joint right off. But now he's heated up. These joints are all working pretty good now. There we go. There we go. Nice. Even his rocker arm is working for his hand. Excellent. Now he is flexible. Flexible. All right. So now it's Hank's turn. Actually, it's funny. I said I was going to do Hank first, and I did Bobby first. Let's see. Oh, the man who keeps Eternia going. Yes, I fixed the Eternian toilets. I brushed the teeth of both Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. I should get him a giant toothbrush. That'd be hilarious. I got to take some pictures with him doing some maintenance stuff. Mightior. He-boy. He-boy. All right, there we go. His double jointer knees seem to work pretty good. His boot cut is there. Yep, because those worked last time. Now for his elbows, the trickiest part of the whole thing. You know what? I can just dunk his whole upper half of his body in there. Get them both done at the same time. Blub, 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 blub. I'm not a witch. I'm not a witch. Blub, 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 blub. Sheila would make a good young Tila. Yep, she does have she is sporting the orange hair. I don't know, it's funny. This figure just looks so cool to me. This was one of my favorite characters from the line, as you guys know. The figure didn't translate as well as she looks in different drawings and cartoons I've seen. But this figure came out really good. It's just even better looking than I think the cartoon actually makes her appear. So it's kind of cool. And of course, I do like this figure a lot. So somebody asked me in the last video, do you have all of them? No. This is all I plan to get is just these 4. And let me explain why. Let me do some explain it. So the reason why I only want to have these 4 is, let me show you. Where is my pictures? So if you take a look at this guy, I think his name's Eric. And look at that expression he has on his face. I just don't like the expression he has. And his hair looks kind of ridiculous. I don't like the way his haircut is. I don't like the fact that he has armor on, because nobody in Eternia really wears armor like this. For a Dungeons & Dragons figure, cool. We know they got all kinds of armors and everything else. But for a He-Man world figure, there are very few characters in He-Man, Masters of the Universe, that actually sport armor like that. So he doesn't fit, I don't think, with the Classics universe. So that's why I'm not getting him. So even though he does look kind of cool, again, not keen on his weird little one eyebrow raise and smug expression he has. So he is not one I'm getting. I'm also not getting this set. Even though this guy looks cool and he's super tall and has the wings and everything else, I'm not going to collect all the Dungeons & Dragons stuff. I just wanted some kids for Eternia, so not getting him. He does come with the little Dungeon Master guy or whatever. He is kind of cool, but you know what? We are already getting a guy like him. I can't think of his name now. He's from the movies. He's short. This is awful. You're like, why do I subscribe to this guy's channel? I can't remember the names of any of the characters. So somebody post in the comments what the name of the guy is from the He-Man movie. He's short. Gwildor. We're getting a Gwildor. Gwildor's good enough. We don't need... In fact, have you seen the Masterverse Gwildor? He's pretty cool looking. Usually I'm not a fan of Gwildor, but I really love the way they did the Masterverse one. He looks really cool. And I'm not getting him. I know he seems to fit pretty well with the He-Man world, but his face just does not strike me as a Masters of the Universe kind of face. And so I'm not sure about you guys. We could just get the color down a little bit. Come on. Focus, focus. Need some more coloring in there. How about the white? Does that work better? Yeah, there we go. He doesn't just fit in very well with the Masters of the Universe. I don't think. The glasses on the end of the nose. And there's also not a lot of wizards and warlocks in Classics. We do have one, which is Eldor. And everybody else that's a magic user doesn't follow this type of clothing. So for him to be someone's apprentice, there's really not anybody from the apprentice of except Eldor. So it doesn't quite fit very well with the Masters of the Universe kind of thing. That's so weird when you can pull it off. Whoop. Anyway. And so I'm not getting him either. So these are all the kids I'm getting, and that's the reasons why I have chosen these 4 in particular. Let me look back at you guys' comments so you can tell me I'm wrong or agree with me. Either way. Yeah, he does kind of like one of the widgets in the He-Man series. That is kind of funny. I mean, I've soaked him way longer than I need to, so let's take a look and see. Oh yeah, bink. There we go. Nice elbow movements now. Don't have to worry about him snapping or breaking. His hands are all rubbery now. And yep, they just rotate around. So interesting is her hands do have some articulation. It goes up and down. even though she doesn't have any extra accessories. Her hands go back and forth. And she does have this two accessories, a stick with smear marks and one without, like it's going really fast. His hands have the up and down, like for the He-Man sword lift thing, which is kind of cool. And his other hand goes back and forth. And he doesn't have... Oh, nope, I take that back. I can see it now. His go up and down on this side. And it's just, I see it, there it is. And then up and down on this side. It's just hard to see because his sleeve's longer than everybody else's sleeve. So there you go. All right, cool. So like, I guess all their hands do move, but I'm glad now that, oh, now it's getting kind of tight. I should probably move it while it's cooling off so I can keep it flexible. Oh, yep, that's getting tight. I don't have to heat them up every time I want to use them. There we go. I have to keep moving these while they cool off too. Let me check out Mighty Ore. Does his armor come off? He's got the same kind of cool waist thing, but it's not quite as obvious as that other guy's. Let's see what her waist does. Oh, hers does the same thing too. Whew, that's a bright light. I gotta aim this at the sky so it will have the right lighting. There we go. That dark green just kills my camera thing. Oh, weird. Her movement is up here on her chest, where all the other figures' movement is down at their waist. It's just so weird the way his looks. Whoop, 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 whoop. And hers is at her waist too. Okay, let's take a look. Hey Charles, thanks for joining us. And oh, there is more comments. There they are. I have Diana and Bobby. Probably skipping Presto as well. He doesn't appeal to me that much and doesn't fit in. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking too. Where did you get Bobby? Well, Mike, I have a link in the description. You can click it, and it will take you to Amazon to buy Bobby for $13. And clicking the link also helps support this channel, so I appreciate if you guys click the link. Check out the Amazon stuff. It's weird, though. I may want to get another one, because look at he has going on here on his knee. If you can see it or not. He has like a double cut. Like they miscut. So I may end up ordering another one just to see what's going on there with that weird cut. See, this side's fine, doesn't have that weird cut. So I don't know if it's an error or if it is, if they're all that way. Anyway, he's such a fun looking figure. And let's see how he looks next to classics while we're at it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So now I got all the kids of Eternia. All 4 of them. And 4 is more than enough to run around Eternia. I may end up painting his hair dark. There's just too many blondes. And since I'm not getting Eric, so I may end up just doing hair coloring on him. So we got a redhead, we got a brown hair, we got a blonde hair. I think I want another brown hair too. We got too many blondes. I mean, even Jim is blonde in the back there. Maintenance man Jim. Yes, he's at Target too. He does kind of have a Robin Hood kind of theme to him. I know he doesn't quite fit exactly in with classics totally, but he does fit in with the Filmation style for sure. So even though, you know, I wouldn't say he's 100% classic looking, he's pretty close. Not as much as the other 3 are. All right. I think that's all that I have. He-Man's going young. Yeah, he does look like He's kind of, if you line these up, this could be the age progression of He-Man through the years. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. I don't know. I might end up selling this unicorn. I'm sure someone online will probably love to get the unicorn. We shall see. The only articulation he has is his head. That's it. No legs, no tail. He's not going to go to classics. There's not enough articulation. Jim's got it going on. Yes, Jim has a pretty cushy job. Actually, you know what? That would stink to be the person to have to fix all the stuff. Usually it's Man-at-Arms, but I really can't see Man-at-Arms plunging toilets. But I'm going to definitely get Jim a plunger. Hold on a second. I think I have a plunger somewhere over here. Oh, I got one on my desk. Yes! The plunger of Eternia. Dun, dun, dun. Open your hand, Jim. Okay, we'll heat it up so you can fit the plunger in your hand. Grasp it firmly. Oh, I have to go plunge the toilets again. Oh, my life. The life of the maintenance man. Somebody took a He-Man dump in the toilet again. Oh! Anyway. Thanks for joining me, and this is it. He looks like a G.I. Joe figure. Yeah, he kind of does. G.I. Jim. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. Now he dropped his plunger. I have one with the red one too, which will work way better. I also got a black one. It's funny. This is actually a cell phone holder. It's the bizarrest thing. When I bought them, I bought a whole bunch of them. What it's for is you take your cell phone, you stick it on the back, and then you lean it up like that. Ugh. Stand. Anyway, it works better with the smaller old phones. The bigger phones don't work so well. But that's what it was originally for. You know what? If I do this, maybe we'll... There we go. So it's for holding your cell phone up, which I know is kind of a weird thing. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Yes, please like and share. Share them with your Dungeons and Dragons fans, your He-Man fans. Show them the new kids of Eternia. And I think these three work great. He fits in okay, but still, it's kind of cool. You know what? He could train under Bo. That would be awesome. He could be Bo's from She-Ra sidekick or something. That could be cool. All right, good journey, and hopefully I'll make some more videos soon. I know I've been kind of slacking on it lately. Just had a lot of things going on, so lots of excuses. All right, you guys, enjoy your weekend. Bye now. Thanks, Charles.